Views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of Open 2.0 on BronxNet. I'm your host, Shamela James from Herbert H. Lehman High School. We have an exciting show for you today. Joining us in our studio straight from Nova Scotia is Radio, a Canadian hip-hop trio with a unique sound. They'll talk to us about their new CD and perform 2 new songs. We'll also talk to hip life artists via international continental connection, Blitz the Ambassador, moments before he takes the stage in Germany. Blitz the Ambassador will perform at our very own Beta Awards ceremony. Also, have you been bullied in the past? 2 of our reporters sat down and shared their thoughts on bullying and how teens are affected. We've also got our very own Catherine Guzman to show us the latest in Braille technology. And we'll hear from the Lehman students at the Coffee House performing music and poetry. All this and more. Don't go anywhere. Open 2.0 is coming your way.
Welcome back. Sean Lilly here, and you're watching Open 2.0. On today's show, we have a special musical treat for you, a music phenom called Radio. They hail from Nova Scotia, Canada, and today they'll be performing tracks from their second CD called Bel Mundo Regal. Fellas, how you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Guys, where did your name Radio come from?
Radio, it's kind of like an homage to the medium of radio, like TV, but radio is for the peoples too.
The radio is imagination. Like, we love TV, nothing against TV, but radio is like, you don't have to see it to see it.
So how long have you guys been together?
The band about 4 years, me and Alexander about 11, 12 years, doing different music projects.
Steady, non-steady, you know.
Okay. So
Seeing
you guys,
other people.
So you guys get along pretty much for the most part?
Yeah, for the most part. It's like a family, I mean.
I have a crush on his mom, he has a crush on my mom.
So you guys go to each other's houses for the holidays?
Yeah, we definitely, our mothers feed each other.
Oh, okay. I see you guys are on tour right now, so where are you guys coming from?
We're coming from Montreal.
Montreal?
So we're here for the CMJ, and we're heading even more down south in a couple weeks for Louisiana to record the next album.
Louisiana. So are people very receptive to your music over here?
So far, so good. When you have a good vibe, bring to the stage, usually people are into it.
Oh, okay. So what goes into your music making?
A lot of things you can't tell on TV. But no, music is a mix of everything where you get influences from jazz to bluegrass to country to hip-hop to electronic. So musically, it's whatever is... Well, actually, I don't listen to much music. I listen to Harry Potter audiobooks for the last 4 months.
Okay.
I almost done the last one. It's a good book. I don't like reading. But radio is like a book. You use your imagination. So.
Also, there's like a really good radio station in our village in Nova Scotia called CIFA, C-I-F-A. And you can check it out online, CIFA 104.1, Le Son du Sud-Ouest, which is like the sound of the Southwest. And when they talk, it's like basically 2-hour show and like 1 hour and 45 of like talking. So they don't always have something to say, but they're saying it. So I think that's a good inspiration for the music, because it's like, it's not necessarily about going somewhere, it's about feeling something while getting there.
Okay. So let's get back into that whole radio thing. So how did you guys feel the first time you heard your song on the radio? One of your first songs on the radio?
It's like a cliche thing to say, but I don't remember the first time I heard it.
Okay.
But like the first time we brought our mothers to a big award show, it was on TV, and they were kind of flattered, and see their smile on their face was as good as hearing the song the first time.
I'm the more arrogant one, so I used to make like more techno music.
Okay.
And one time I made a bunch of tracks and I gave it to this radio guy, and I had forgotten about the songs, and one day I was listening to the radio and I heard this song, I was like, this is a good song, I love this, what is this? And then I figured out it was me afterwards.
Okay.
So that was pretty a good experience for me for radio. I think it flattered my ego, and then I decided to make my band an homage to that.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the first performance. What will you guys be performing first for us today?
First song is called Kage dans ma chaise, which means basically laying in your chair and like exhaling and just feeling the chair.
But cargue is like comes from the word from a sail on like a sailboat. So it's like the motion that a sail is doing when it's in the wind. You're doing that in the chair.
So I'm assuming you guys wrote this song when you were on vacation or something.
We're always on vacation.
Sounds good to me. All right, radio.
Country. So we're radio. We're playing a couple of times. She left on back dans le bec of Barnac. C'est la catwalk, texte mon laptop. La nuit quand faut je presse les dames avec ma laser walk, laser boy, j'm'enjoy. One petite drink, c'est un homme enjoy. All inclusive, non-intrusive. José. Cogné dans la chaise, on a sorti la main. Ben smart, belle flip, petite centralaise. Dire course tu veux, si tu veux. Sécurité clearée sur tout ce pays. Pour une belle smart, belle flip s'envoler. Lagos, Porto, I'ma fly away. 33, pourtant projeté. Avant qu'on réalise même, Houston Bay. On est cogné dans ma chaise, cogné dans ma chaise. Tout le monde est ici, sur la même nous le fait. On est cogné dans ma chaise, cogné dans ma chaise. Y'a d'autres fois la forme, y'a vraiment rien qui place. Cogné dans ma chaise, cogné dans ma chaise. Tout le monde est ici, sur la même nous le fait. Cogné dans ma chaise, cogné dans ma chaise. Y'a d'autres fois la forme, y'a vraiment rien qui place. To the left, I mean the right or the left, right? Yeah, to the left. To the right, to the left, to the right. So, here we go. So, 1, 2, 3. On est cogné dans ma chaise, cogné dans ma chaise. C'est c'est moi lazy boy. Cogné dans ma chaise, cogné dans ma chaise. José. Cogné dans ma chaise, cogné dans ma chaise. C'est moi lazy boy. Cogné dans ma chaise, cogné dans ma chaise. José. Cogné dans ma chaise, le gars est à l'aise. Le feu qui balance, check la braise. L'état c'est bon, super duper bon. Cogné dans ma chaise, super duper freaky bon. C'est le 2-step front, le 1-step back. Shake ton cul, sweat it out, relax. C'est le 2-step front, le 1-step back. Shake ton cul, sweat it out, relax. So dinner in the sun, c'est une bonne idée. Y'a de la place sur le couch, je veux du test à lait. José. Et je veux du matin, je veux du test à lait. She relax, they relax, oh, relax, relax, oh, relax, relax, oh. She relax, they relax, oh, relax, relax, oh. This is what we call the nighttime spirits. From the night, people of Atlantis unite. Texas style. Cogné dans ma chaise, c'est mon lazy boy. Cogné dans ma chaise, cogné dans ma chaise. José. Cogné dans ma chaise, cogné dans ma chaise. C'est mon lazy boy. Cogné dans ma chaise, cogné dans ma chaise. José. So yeah, c'est nice, dis-moi si c'est nice. Yeah, c'est nice, dis-moi si c'est nice. Yeah, c'est nice, dis-moi si c'est nice. Yes, c'est nice, dis-moi si c'est nice. Oh yeah, tu sais que t'aimes ça. Peace.
Stay tuned for more 2.0 because we'll be right back.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a
One
dad
more
today.
time. Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys.
Welcome back. I'm Michael Maxnavi, Executive Director of BronxNet, and of course you're familiar with Jose Serrano, one of our fabulous teen hosts of Open 2.0, but also a producer of his own show on public access.
Yes.
Joining us right now from Germany About to hit the stage and entertain crowds in Mannheim is Blitz, the ambassador, a prime mover of hip life music coming out of Accra, Ghana, now in New York City, or about to come and join us in New York City, in the Bronx, for the Bronx Excellence in Television Access Awards, or Beta Awards, on November 11th. Let us say hi. Let us give a good day, great day to Blitz, the ambassador.
How you guys doing out there?
We're doing good. How you doing?
Doing excellent.
I want to thank you, Michael, for introducing me.
Absolutely.
So Blitz, I know you're very high, in the media, in the entertainment industry. Now, but tell us who you are for those that do not know you.
Well, I'm a musician, Ghanaian, born and raised. I live in New York City now. I have a 6-piece band, fabulous band with a horn section. And I make hip-hop music with hip life twist and high life infused music. That's what I do. I've been fortunate enough to play all across the world. I'm in Europe right now touring, spreading the word of hip-hop music, high life music, and hip life music, all as fabulous music. And with my band out here, it's amazing.
So you know, Michael, that there's many young people that want to get into the hip-hop industry. Blitz, a question to you is, how could the young people get started on creating, getting into the hip-hop industry?
Well, my first thing is think independent. Currently, the music industry as we know it is going through a serious overhaul. A lot of things that used to work back in the day don't anymore. A lot of tactics that were used to promote artists are basically useless today. It is all about independently reaching your audience, and the best and most productive way of doing that is being an excellent performer. Take your craft as seriously as you take your life. Be sure to be an entertainer and a performer, because that is what people pay money for today. I don't remember there was a time when, people actually lined up and waited for a CD to come out in the store, waited outside the store on a Tuesday to pick up a CD. That hasn't happened in a long time. And it's because, there are alternative ways of getting the music. Most artists don't even know when their albums come out.
Wow.
People already have them the release dates don't even matter anymore. I'm sure you download music, sometimes legally, sometimes illegally. And so the reality is that's where we are as an industry. And so the smartest thing that an artist could do today is to be able to reach his audience. And that's what we're doing here in Mannheim, Germany, about to play to a crowd and sell our music to the people directly, cutting out the middleman and making sure that our sound is appreciated by the people and not by a marketing department or a promotional department who usually don't know how to sell our music. So that's my biggest advice to anybody trying to get in.
Awesome. So do you see any improvement when you got there?
Well, as far as when I got there as an artist?
Right, yes.
Well, the reality is I'm fortunate enough, to play to large crowds sometimes, and that's really where you see the difference. You see that people actually, who you thought had no idea about you, really do. They have heard your music, they've gone online, they've done their research. Sometimes they even know words to your song. So I think that's really a testament of the internet, but most importantly, a testament to the independent push that is happening globally today, where the world is a much smaller place. So people around the world know about BronxNet today, whereas back in the day, it would just be people in the Bronx. So I'm here via Skype talking to you guys, and I think that's an amazing thing about technology.
Yeah,
and that's where music is, and that's where young artists need to look for opportunities.
Tell us about that celebration of independent voices and diversity and democracy in a digital age. What are you looking forward to in this year's Beta Awards, where the rhythmic beats of the Bronx are celebrated?
Man, I'm just honored to be here. The Bronx is where most of my people move to. when they moved to the States. You know, I'm always in the Bronx. You know, I'm eating at Popeye on McLeland Street. You know, so
I know
you
that
it's
place
just
well.
gonna be really cool to be around my folks and to get a chance to bring music that they're already very familiar with, but with a modern twist to it. And it's gonna be cool to watch all these young people who are making their voices heard be awarded and be rewarded, because I feel like that's what we need most of, is encouragement for people who are taking a stand for something different and for something new. And that's what I guess the Bronx is celebrating, and I'm honored to be a part of it.
What is it that you want people to know and young people to know through your music? What kind of message?
Well, my main message is the fact that at the bottom of it all, we are all the same people. And we all experience the same vibration, no matter who you are, no matter where you're from. And that's the beauty about New York City. That's the beauty about a place like the Bronx, where you walk down the street and there's a Dominican neighborhood. Next to it is a Ghanaian neighborhood, and it goes on and it goes on. And the reality is that at the end of the day, we're all looking for something that brings us together, nothing that separates us. And it's important that we all bring our cultures with us, because that's what makes us who we are. And for me, making sure that I'm bringing high life music, making sure I'm bringing my language, making sure I'm bringing my culture and my heritage into hip hop music is the most critical thing. So if you've never been to Ghana, if you've never been to Accra, and you pop in and listen to the Ambassador CD, it should feel like you're in Accra. That's the idea.
Oh, that is so amazing. I wish I was with you over there right now with the tour.
Well, you will be soon. I'll be back and I'll be rocking at the BronxNet Awards, so look out for that.
Okay, thank you, Blitz. We want to thank you for joining us through this fight.
Hey, Blitz, stay Bronx strong. Have a great show.
Yes.
About to take the stage right now is Blitz the Ambassador. Thank you for joining us via Skype and this teleconference. And stay Bronx strong siempre.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Hello and welcome to Open 2.0. My name is Mika Myers from Aquinas High School, and we're talking to Catherine Guzman from the New York Institute for Special Education. Catherine is going to share her new Braille note. Welcome, Catherine.
Thank you for having me. Welcome.
So tell me about your new Braille note.
Well, a Braille note is an electronic device in which it's similar to a computer, and it has a Braille display in which you could also feel what you're typing. It has the keys similar to a regular Braille machine, and it has programs that a computer would have.
Oh, so do they have it in every school? I mean, every classroom, I mean.
Well, you have to apply to get your own in order to work in school.
So how do you get on the internet since you're blind?
But newer versions, which are called the Apex, because mine is the Empower. The Apex are thinner. They have GPS and they have Wi-Fi.
So do they also download music?
Yes, they do. It's like a computer, only without the screen, and only without the screen. And so you do everything. If you want the speech on or off, you do everything by feel or by audio. And it's a long process though, but you get used to it.
So you do all your homework, and where does the paper print it out?
Like a computer, I would open the word processor. I would create a document to do my homework, and I would type in whatever I have to do for homework. And when I'm done, prints out through this infrared eye, and so the stuff what is in Braille on the Braille display would come out in print on the paper.
So you can do an example?
So I'll open word processor. I'll choose create a document. I'll go into the My Documents folder. and I would type in the name of the document I want to create for whichever subject. Like for example, I would type in English 9 or Science 11 or poems or songs, and it opens a new document. But if you have a document already with the same name, you have to number it differently. Like I say, if you have a document already named songs, then you have to do a document called songs 2 or songs 3. And it's like a series if you want to have a series.
Well, can you type anything so we could hear how it goes?
Okay, I'm going to slow down the pace too because...
11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
Okay, so I'm going to type in a word. I'm going to type in...
Parkway, parkway, now, an open landscape highway.
Oh.
And it will tell you the definition.
Oh, that is very excellent.
And if you want to go to the thesaurus, you have to go to the options menu again.
Options menu.
You have to press L for lookup and press T.
Use dictionary or thesaurus.
I remember it was T.
Thesaurus.
There we go.
Word to look up in thesaurus.
And I'll put party.
Party, party, 6 senses. 1, noun. 1 synonyms for party.
And it'll give you, if you press enter, it'll tell you the definition, but if you press enter again, it'll give you synonyms. And it'll tell you different words like
social gathering, social function, get-together, affair, celebration, festivity, reception, at home.
Thank you very much, Catherine, and this is very interesting.
Thank you.
Okay, stay tuned for Open 2.0.
The Lehman Coffee House is an opportunity for all of our students who are a part of the music department to express their creativity.
We're going to be seeing a lot of poetry, a lot of original music. It has people singing folk, acoustic, classical, a whole bunch of different types of rock and R&B and a whole bunch of different types of music.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you have the time of your life.
There was almost 100 auditions, but only 35 slots, so it's really awesome. They were like the best of the best.
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. Well, I had $1 million, but I'd spend it all if I could find that Heina and that Sancho that she's found.
Being a musician is all about performing and connecting with an audience, and this is a good place for them to get a start in a nice, safe atmosphere, supportive atmosphere. And plus, it's a lot of fun. I mean, the kids love doing it. They really enjoy putting on the shows, and they really enjoy practicing for it, and their friends love coming and cheering them.
It's an avenue where students can let out their talents and other students can enjoy it, and at the same time the community is invited to participate, and it shows all the wonderful things that we have here at Lehman High School.
Coffee House is awesome. Everything, all the programs in Lehman are awesome. They give kids a chance of doing things in life. They give a chance to make people feel like they're important and they have a chance of doing something in life.
You know that you are not alone. Need you like water in my lungs. This story is sold, but it goes on and on until...
Another part of this is that the students are listening to each other and they're going to be writing a peer assessment. They're going to be critiquing each other's performances, and that's part of the arts, is to listen carefully and do an analysis and interpretation of each performance.
You just look at them, it's like, wow, how did they start out? And it's really cool to like figure out that they had to take a class, and like just that after taking a course with Mr. Rose or Mr. Rader, they became really outstanding artists.
Welcome back to Open 2.0. I'm Jose Serrano from Truman High School. And now one of the main topics is about bullying. You know, it's really a problem when other students bully other students. Many students say, like, you know, they don't have no one to go to and they don't know what to do. But right now, I'd like to welcome my guest, Sebastian, which we're going to be talking about bullying in schools. How are you doing, Sebastian?
I'm good, and you?
So bullying, you know, it's a big problem in school. Most teachers or principals don't know that a certain kid is getting bullied by others. And what is your input about that?
I believe it's not fair. And I also believe that bullying shouldn't be allowed in school, and yet it still happens because, you know, there'll be a certain time when students think that they're more superior than other students, so they want to go and pick on them. And I believe it's not good at all.
And do you believe that bullying could be stopped in a school?
I actually can. Yes, I do believe that bullying can be stopped in school. But as of now, I don't think people take bullying seriously, like as they should. Because, you know, once a kid gets bullied, what are you basically doing to them? You're basically downgrading them from what they really are. Because you want to go and push them around. You know, you're basically doing harm, you know, physical and mental, you know, psychological damage to that individual. That's what I believe. And I believe that people should take that as a serious matter, and yet they don't really take it as seriously as they should.
How can bullying be stopped in the school?
Bullying can be stopped by, like, telling a teacher or a parent, like, why don't you, like, have a conversation with a teacher, you know, tell that teacher to talk. You know, if that doesn't work, you know, get the parents involved, speak with their parents, you know, find out why is the superior trying to bully other kids, right? And then, you know, I believe, like, through talking, you can actually find a peaceful resolution instead of trying to go and, like, hurt each other.
So what is the dangers of a person holding all that emotion or that hate in him? Is it a possible thing that they could commit suicide?
Yes, I believe so, because you know, getting bullied constantly, it's like you're doing harm. You know, it makes you feel like you're weak, and it's like I think there has been cases where suicidal thoughts has actually happened.
Right.
Like there was at times that I feel like I didn't really believe that I should be living because I'm so weak. I can't do anything to stop this guy from bullying me. And that happened to me before. But the thing is that I guess I actually talked to somebody about it, and it made me realize that that wasn't the road I should have been going. I believe that people should speak, you know, about their problems, about bullying, because bullying can actually do really harm to you. And that's what I believe.
Okay. Thank you, Sebastian, for being on the show.
Thank you, Jose.
So you heard it from Sebastian about bullying, but I just hope that, you know, if someone is getting bullied, report it to a teacher or the principals or your parents so the bullying could stop. Well, I'm Jose Serrano. You're watching Open 2.0. We'll be right back.
Hey, Sarah.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Been doing like I taught you. Love the new tattoo, Sarah.
Dude, that's Sarah. The girl in the pink shirt. That's the girl I was telling you about.
Theater 2 on your left. Hey, Sarah. What color underwear today?
Hey, Sarah. So when are you going to post something new?
Anything you post online, anyone can see. So think before you post.
I hope you enjoyed today's edition of Open 2.0. We'd like to thank all of our guests for joining us. Coming soon in our next edition, we'll be looking at how different cultures celebrate the holidays that makes for an all-American Thanksgiving. Until then, we leave you with another Radio performance. I'm Shamela James, and thank you for joining us.
She makes more money than me. She doesn't want to come to me. I just want to cry. She makes more money than me. She doesn't want to come to me. I just want to cry.
Allô, mon nom c'est
moi, j'aime graver des cœurs. C'est pas si quoi, je suis un gars. Mais quand je botte des shots, je pleure pas la âme. Parce que je suis gay comme ça. J'ai une sensibilité vraiment élevée. Je care about the stuff, so I guess je suis gay. J'ai une collection pop, je n'ai pas que fleurs. Comment je mets dans du love, oui j'ai suivi mon cœur, so guess what? Jazz à tous les jours quand je chante cookie. J'aime des chandelles puis des lasers fumés. J'suis une pour des lavages puis j'en ai des souliers. Et je pense que je suis même parce que mon mère m'a élevé.